28th August 2008, 7 pm. Workshop on Scientific Spirituality by Honorable Dr. R.K. at Van Center, Stony Brook, New York.
Gupta, and it's a pleasure and privilege for me to have this honor of introducing a very unique personality, Dr. Marella Ramakrishna. Today, we have gathered here to learn about scientific spirituality from him. But the question is, what is this spirituality? Why should we learn about it? And what will we benefit with us? Answers to all these questions will be explained to us by Dr. Ramakrishna, disciple of Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya, founder of All World Gayatri Parivar. Dr. Ramakrishna completed his PhD in chemistry from Banaras Hindu University and served as a professor of biochemistry. While he was doing his PhD, he met his guru and he got so much inspired that he decided to dedicate his life for the service of mankind. With his scientific background, innovative mind, and his experience in spiritualism for over 25 years, he will teach us today how to lead our lives with better purpose and at the same time develop our spirit. He wants to show us how to move towards success while practicing spiritualism in our daily life and also lead a better quality of life with the peace of mind. He's a rare combination of a sage, a scholar, and a philosopher. He is the spiritual ambassador of his guru. He has written many books on spiritualism and also conducted innumerable number of workshops. He dedicated his life to propagate the message of his guru and led a saintly celibate life. Let's welcome Dr. Ramakrishna with a big round of applause.
Dear friends, what we are now about to discuss is the most glaring problem, disturbing problem, and a problem which has to be solved as quickly as possible to have a happy life and a happy planet. The problem, what I want to put before you is that there is a complete separation from science and spiritualism. We generally feel that spiritualism talks about running away from life, avoiding responsibilities. We feel that when we enter into the spiritualism, we are away from the society. We go into the jungles, it seems. You have to leave the society. You have to leave everything. But actually, when we say the sages, the rishis, and when I say spiritualism, I am not talking about a label called Hindu religion. I am talking about the mystics, the crusaders in religion, the prophets, those who are able to have an altered state of consciousness where they can predict and understand the future as if it is happening before them. Not in Hindu only. You have it in Buddhism, you have in Christianity. You must have heard about Edgar Cayce. How many of you have heard about Edgar Cayce? Anyone? He is, I think, the greatest Hindu sage who gave a practical demonstration of altered consciousness. Practical demonstration. When I say practical demonstration, I mean it is useful, use it, and get improvement and happiness because of it. That is what I mean by practical things. So all these sages and mystics, the prophets, the astrologers, many of you must have heard about the astrologer, What is he? Anyone? Nostradamus. He is in 1555, and he could predict about the formation of America, he could predict the formation of India and the separation of India, and again it becoming united. And all that when he was not aware that there is a country called India. Why I am telling you is that spiritualism is a more extended consciousness, a greater awareness. It almost leads you to all knowledge. And we feel as if it cuts down even the present day knowledge. So this has to be first corrected. Spiritualism is a much higher level of knowledge understanding than where we are now concentrating in the so-called faculties of science and technology. Much higher and wider. So this is what I want to convey first, the difference of our, I'm talking about the general common man's understanding. I'm not talking about what really those who know about it. Generally we feel that you have to go into spirituality only when you retire, when you are not cared by your own children. In India, what we call, they go to the old ashrams. And then they think about spiritualism. But what I tell to them, and I will prove now itself on a very scientific basis, that spiritualism is guaranteed to give you whatever you want. It is a guarantee. But when you want to get whatever you want, you have to pay for it. You are not supposed to beg for it. That is what we have to understand.